What's up guys, Jordan95 Gaming here and welcome to episode 1 of Let's Talk Football. This is going to be my new series guys, where basically we talk about football in real life and try and shy away from FIFA a bit, so we talk more about real life football and what's been happening in football rather than the actual gameplay. But I will just be putting some random gameplay that I get when I'm playing in the background, just to give you something to watch, and I will be overlaying different pictures of when I'm talking about different things, etc. So guys, we're going to go for a few things in this episode. Firstly, we're going to talk about the last weekend of the Premier League, the last games of the Premier League, and also we're going to talk about the table. But first guys, here are the results from the last weekend of the Premier League. Draw for West Brom against Liverpool, Newcastle's 5-1 win against Tottenham, and obviously we won 3-1 in the rearranged fixture after that bomb scare. To be honest guys, I'll start with our match first because I did watch it obviously. We didn't play all that brilliant. I mean, we had a few long range attempts to test Federici, which I've not seen us have much of lately. Carrick hit the bar from a long range shot, and Valencia had a nice one too. Rooney reaching 100 Premier League goals at Old Trafford, which is a great achievement for a fantastic player. And also guys, the great escape we're going to talk about, Sunderland escaping, that kind of didn't surprise me, to be honest. The amount of players they've got, I mean, I weren't expecting Newcastle to go down especially, but they ended the season with a flurry there with that 5-1 win, as you saw guys. I mean, 5-1 against Tottenham, who have been very, very impressive this year. That's a task and a half, so a very good performance from them. And also guys, the top for the City game, City Swansea, finished 1-1. Swansea put up a very, very good fight. Give us a bit of hope in our chase for the top 4, because they could have won it at the end. But they were playing without the likes of Gylfi Sigurdsson, and it was up to players like Routledge and Montero to step up. And Routledge and Montero both actually had very, very good games. They were both attacking, and Montero looked like his old self, because he hasn't really been his old self since his injury. And I really, really liked Montero. So guys, that did shape up the league table very interestingly. I mean, it's been a very, very odd season, to be honest. I mean, the likes of Leicester winning, obviously Leicester winning the league's the biggie, but it's been a very odd season in terms of Chelsea. What happened to Chelsea, the likes of Newcastle going down obviously, and this is the league table guys that is going across your screen now. I mean, you look at the teams that got relegated this year, it is shocking really to think of big clubs like that getting relegated via Norwich. Newcastle and Aston Villa going down is virtually, in my opinion, it's very sad, because they're old school traditional English clubs and they both have very, very big stadiums and a big fan base, and it is quite sad to see them go down. But what can you say, they deserved it. I mean, overall they didn't play very good. Newcastle only started playing good when Benitez come in, and I mean, Villa were just appalling all season, so you can't really make any excuses for them. And Norwich, maybe Norwich you could make an excuse for, but guys, these are the playoff scores. Obviously Sheffield Wednesday and Hull have both gone through. The Sheffield Wednesday game first guys, I mean, Sheffield Wednesday in the first leg were dominant against Brighton. Very surprising actually, because I was expecting Brighton to beat them. Second leg, it was a very, very different story. It was Sheffield Wednesday holding on, with Brighton just coming out at them, and they did struggle to hold on, if I'm being honest. But guys, I thought Sheffield Wednesday deserved it over the 2 legs, because they hung on in the second leg and withstood a load of Brighton pressure, and then the second leg they come back. The first leg they were all over them. And also same with the Hull game guys. I mean, Hull were dominant in the first leg, and in the second leg Derby come out and then Hull were holding on. But I did expect Hull to come up straight away. I didn't expect them to be in the playoffs. I thought they'd come straight back up, where they have virtually got a Premier League team. But in terms of who's equipped for best for Premier League life, in my opinion, it is Hull, because they virtually have a Premier League team, and I mean they haven't really lost anyone, to be honest. They've still got a world class group of players. Sheffield Wednesday's squad may need a bit of work going into the Premier League. They will have the money to do it, and I do think they need a few more. They'll need a few experienced heads that are used to the Premier League. I did see something about Middlesbrough trying to sign John Walters, which would be a very good signing, because he is one of the experienced guys who I'm talking about. I do believe that he's a good player. He pops up with a goal every now and again, and he'd be a good sign for Middlesbrough. I'm not sure who Hull and Sheffield Wednesday are after currently. I'll have to find out. I'll have to have a look after this. But if I'm being honest, guys, that they should both do well. And guys, this is the 26-man provisional England squad that got obviously announced a few days ago. Standout names: Marcus Rashford obviously being included. I didn't expect that, to be honest, and I'm a United fan. Also the likes of Andros Townsend being included, which surprised me also. But again, he's had a good season in a poor Newcastle season, to be honest. I mean, he stood out, and he probably will end up getting a move away after the Euros, because he does have a very good shot on him and he's a very good player. But you can't really argue ahead of him going ahead of Theo Walcott, really. The only other worry is we've only actually taken 3 centre halves, but obviously Eric Dyer has gone as a 4th. But Eric Dyer might be playing central midfield by the looks of it. So he actually has only took Smalling, Cahill and Stones. But as I say, I think Smalling's had a very good season this year. Cahill not so much, but Cahill I'd rather have at the back than Stones, as I think Stones is a bit too clever. He tries to dribble out the back and do fancy things, and he's not a Real Madrid type player. I mean, people are linking him to Real Madrid, but in my opinion, he shouldn't be named in the likes of Real Madrid. I mean, fair play to the lad, he's a decent player, but I'd not put him alongside the world's best, to be honest. He's very, very confident with himself, which is not a bad thing at times, but you need to know when to kick the ball away, and if you're a centre half, and not absolutely like just hold on to the ball constantly. So guys, also as of recording this, tomorrow is Saturday and it is FA Cup final day, Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. I am buzzing because I'm a massive United fan and I'm looking forward to it. I hope we can win a trophy this year, just because I do like Van Gaal. I really like Louis Van Gaal, and I believe that he gets I think he gets unnecessary stick, if I'm being honest, because I do believe that ever since Alex Ferguson left, he did leave because he knew he was leaving a team that was getting on and getting weaker. So I think it is a big job to rebuild, and I think this year he's done that. I mean, the first year there was no excuses. He was going for Galacticos, the likes of Di Maria, Falcao. But I actually believe that this year he's putting together a very, very solid base of a squad with the likes of Jesse Lingard, Rashford and Fosu Mensah all coming through. And one guy who I've also been impressed with is Cameron Borthwick-Jackson. I think he's been class. He's got a very good cross on him, and he's kind of come out of nowhere. So guys, let me know your guys' opinions on all the topics I've covered today. I would like to hear your guys' opinion also on whether you'd like me to carry on this series. I do enjoy this series, and I think it's just something different to get away from the old squad builders, etc. and FIFA. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to check out all my links below. Follow me on Twitter and all that. I am going to be making a Facebook page very, very soon for my channel, so look out for that. And I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.